What if your pain is not the end of your story, but only the beginning of your transformation? Hey there. When life feels like a relentless storm, where the noise never ceases and the waves keep crashing, there is a sanctuary within you, calm, unshaken, untouched by the chaos. Strength is not about stopping the storm. It is about finding stillness in the midst of it. The stillness within the storm. Discover the power hidden in the quiet. Uncertainty will come. The winds of doubt will whisper. The waves of fear will rise, and the thunder of uncertainty will echo. But how do you anchor yourself when everything around you is in turmoil? Matthew 8:23-27. The disciples trembled as the storm raged, but Jesus rested. Why? Because true peace is not found in controlling the storm, but in surrendering to the stillness within. This is more than a message. It is a call to step into a deeper peace. Welcome to the stillness within the storm. Welcome to What If. The stillness within the storm. There are moments in life when everything around you seems to spiral into chaos. The noise, the rush, the expectations, all closing in like walls of a tightening maze. And then there are those rare, fleeting moments of stillness. Have you ever experienced it? A moment when time feels suspended, and you are left with only the sound of your heartbeat and the swirl of your thoughts? She sat in a room that felt too small for her racing mind. The world outside pressed on her like an unwelcome weight. Judgments, failures, hopes unfulfilled. Silence surrounded her, but it was not the peaceful kind. It was the kind that amplifies every doubt, every fear. Yet in that silence, she did something unusual. She took a deep breath. This was not the shallow breath of someone just getting through the day. This was different, intentional, slow, and deliberate. With that inhale, it was as if she invited something greater into the room. Why was she here, in this place, in this moment of reflection? It began a week earlier when life had handed her one too many struggles. A rejection letter from a job she had poured her heart into, a call from the bank reminding her of overdue bills, and then the fight, the one that ended with words she did not mean and a slammed door. She felt like a failure in every way that mattered. But deep within her, a question began to stir. What if this is not the end? What if this is the beginning? The power of a question. Have you ever noticed how a single question can change everything? What if questions are the ones that open doors? What if this pain has a purpose? What if I am stronger than I feel right now? What if the storm is here to teach me something I would never learn in calm waters? Science tells us that the brain is wired for problem solving. The moment you pose a question, your mind begins searching for answers, whether consciously or not. Spiritually, questions are the foundation of faith. Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Could it be that our questions are the keys to unlocking both our potential and our peace? She did not have all the answers, but she began to breathe through her questions. And with each exhale, she began to observe her surroundings, her thoughts, her emotions, observing the storm. She noticed how heavy her body felt, as though every disappointment she had carried had settled into her bones. She noticed how her thoughts spiraled, one failure bleeding into another, until she could barely distinguish past from present. But she also noticed something else, a flicker of light. It was faint, like the first star breaking through a cloudy sky, but it was there. "Why am I here?" she whispered aloud. The silence did not answer, but it did not need to. The question itself held a kind of power, as if it were daring her to dig deeper. Science would tell you this is mindfulness at work, the simple act of observing your thoughts without judgment. Spiritual wisdom would call it awakening, a moment when the soul begins to reconnect with something greater. Could it be both? She thought about her actions, the ones she regretted, the ones she had not taken. But instead of drowning in shame, she asked herself, what if my actions did not define me? What if my next step could change everything? Letting go. It was not easy. Letting go never is. It requires courage to release the tight grip of control and to trust that what is meant for you will come in its time. But as she sat there, breathing through her storm, she realized something profound. Letting go is not about giving up, it is about giving over. She closed her eyes and pictured herself handing over her worries, her fears, her doubts, to God, to the universe, to something greater than herself. And in that moment, she felt something she had not felt in a long time: peace, thoughts, emotions, actions. The TEA framework became her guide. She began to examine her thoughts, challenging the ones that tore her down. I am not enough became I am a work in progress. She paid attention to her emotions, not as enemies to suppress, but as signals to understand. And slowly, she turned her focus to action, not grand gestures, but small, deliberate steps forward. She wrote the apology she had been too proud to send. She updated her resume and applied for another job. She started each day with a moment of silence, a deep breath, and a prayer of gratitude. The transformation. Her life did not change overnight. The bills did not vanish, and the challenges did not disappear. But she changed, and as she changed, the world around her began to shift in subtle, beautiful ways. Opportunities she had not seen before became visible. Relationships that felt broken began to mend, and that flicker of light she had noticed, it grew brighter until it illuminated everything. Why? Because she learned the secret. The storm is not here to break you, it is here to remake you. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Storms are inevitable. Chaos is loud, but within you, there is a place untouched by the noise. True power is not in stopping the storm, but in finding peace within it. This is your journey to unshakable peace. This is the stillness within the storm.